Ang reporting framework natin ay nahati na ngayon sa 7 chapter effective since 2018. Nung na-revise yung conceptual framework natin, nahati na siya sa 7 chapter. Dami, no? Ng chapter natin. Okay? So ano-ano po yung mga chapter para lang may idea po ang sambayan ng Pilipino. Una, nandun pa rin yung objective of financial reporting. So walang pinagbago yon. Nandun pa rin. Number 2, nandun pa rin yung tinatawag mong qualitative characteristics. Wala pa rin pinagbago. Number 3, nandito na yung financial statements and reporting entity. This is new. Lalagyan ko ng symbol bago. Yan. Parang sa mga department store, new. Number 4, meron tayong the financial statements elements. Meron pa rin yan dati. Medyo nabago lang ng konti yung definition ng asset. Number 5, ito bago to. Recognition and derecognition. Bago. Dati wala yan New din yan. Okay? Dati wala yan. Number 6, meron tayong tinatawag na measurement. Okay? Meron dati na yan. Naka-incorporate sa financial statements element. And then number 7, meron tayong tinatawag na presentation and disclosure. Chapters to ng bagong conceptual framework. 3 ang bago dyan. Tatandaan nyo yan. Okay? Ano mapapansin mo sa 3? Lahat sila odd odd numbers, odd chapters. FS and reporting entity, FS elements, recognition and recognition, and presentation and disclosure. Bilis. Puntahan naman natin. Excited na ako sa reporting entity. Okay? So, according sa definition, sino raw yung reporting entity? So, siya yung required or chooses to what? To prepare FS. Ganun lang kasimple yung definition, yes. Basta, required siyang mag-submit ng FS or gumawa ng FS, or siya yung gagawa ng FS because of some compelling ownership interest, siya ang tatawagin mong reporting entity. It does not necessarily mean legal. Yes, coming from the works of conceptual framework. Next, ano yung mga klase ng FS na pwedeng i-present under them? Yung isa, consolidated. Sir, ano yung consolidated? Yun yung parent and subsidiary. Ano naman yung isa? Combined financial statements. Sir, di ko mag-guess yung combined. Ano yung ibig sabihin ng combined financial statements? Nag-present ka ng financial statements ng dalawang affiliated entity other than parent and subsidiary. Take note other than parent and subsidiary. Ganun pala yun. Yes, ganun yun. And number 3, yung gitna, ito yung sagot doon sa tanong natin sa questionnaire. Unconsolidated. Sir, di ba separate FS? Separate FS ang tawag sa accounting standard. Pero sa conceptual framework, ang ginamit na term, unconsolidated. Pag si parent only, it is unconsolidated. Pag parent and subsidiary, consolidated. Kapag related entities, combined ang tawag sa financial statements. Wow! Sir, may bago ng definition ng financial statements element? Yes. Say na natin Burahin ko lang to. Para naman may space pa tayo. Okay lang ba? Cute. Ang cute ng bura, Stig. Nakikita nyo ba nagbubura ako? Okay. Next. Tapos, ano nang susunod? Paano na tayo magdodraw? Ito ba yun? Yan. Okay. Now, let's go with the financial statements elements. Una, the definition of asset. Yan. Lagay natin yung X. Pag sinabi kong X, former. Cute. Okay? Former. Pag sinabi mong X. Tapos ngayon yung love. Pag sinabi ko love, yung current. May current ka ba? Okay. What is the former definition of asset according to the old framework? Asset, sabi raw, It's a resource. Fine. Ano daw yung resource? Control. Nino? Siyempre ng company by an entity. Okay? Saan galing yung resource? As a result of past events. Take note of that, from past events. Okay? Anong ina-expect mo daw dyan? Meron daw future. Wow, buti pa dito may future, no? Ano yung future? Economic benefits. Anong gagawin sa economic benefits? Will flow to the company. Wow, papunta sa company. That's the old definition of asset. Excited ka na bang malaman kung ano yung bagong definition? Sige, ako rin excited na. Yung resource, dinagdagan nila. Present economic resource. Wow, bago yan, sir. Dati resource lang, pinahaba. Tama. Controlled by the company. Yes, retain yan. Okay? As a result of past events. Yes, retain din yan. Sir, yung future economic benefits, wala nang ganyan. Sir, yung flow to the company, wala na rin ganyan. Oh, di ba? Sir, anong nadagdag? Okay, yung economic resource, dinefine. Yan ang dinagdag nila. Sir, anong definition ng economic resource? Ang economic resource daw is a right. Oh, right lang siya, yes. At dapat daw yung right may potential. With potential or has a potential. Talaga? Ano yung potential, sir? Potential to produce. Take note, hindi expected flow, produce economic benefits. Sir, parang wala naman nagbago. Tama? Sir, para namang wala nagbago. May nagbago. Una, yung definition ng economic resource. Kinlarify nila na ito ay isang right na mayroong potentiality to produce economic benefit. Unlike dati, kailangan daw magiging asset lang yan kapag meron kang expected flow of economic benefits. Di ba ganun dati? Pag nagme-measure ng asset, may expected flow ba to of economic benefits sa company? Kung wala, it cannot be capitalized. So ngayon, sa bagong definition, tinanggal yung definition ng expected flow. So meaning, dahil potential lang siya, it does not need to be certain to be capitalized. So pwedeng ano lang to, uncertain, hindi ka sure kung merong economic benefits, or hindi ka sure kung likely magkakaroon ng economic benefits. Basta may potential to produce economic benefits, it can still be capitalized. So ngayon, kung dati may expected flow, ngayon may low probability. Yan ang bagong definition ng asset. O di ba? Kakaiba na pala yung bagong definition ng asset ko. Di mo alam yan, no? Yung dating alam mong definition ng asset, ito luma. Okay, next. Sino naman yung susunod nyo? Liability. Sige, exciting din tong liability. Pag-usapan natin yung liability. Sir, ano ang dating definition ng liability? Kompleto yan. Present, past, future. Kompleto yan. Ano yung present, sir? Dapat may present kang pananagutan. Wow, Tagalog na Tagalog, pananagutan. Obligation. Next, dapat nanggaling sa past events din, from past events. Sir, ano yung future? Dapat merong future settlement. At ang resulta ng future settlement, outflow. Tama? Of economic benefits. Yan. Dati. Sir, ano na ngayon ang definition ng liability? Sige, ganoon pa rin. Meron pa rin present obligation. Meron pa rin, sir. Oo. Tapos, may nadagdag lang. Ano yung nadagdag? To transfer, ililipat. Ano yun, sir? Yung economic resource. Bago to, sir. To transfer economic resource. Next, sir, meron pa rin bang past event? Yes, meron pa rin from past event. Sir, meron pa rin bang future settlement? Wala na. Future settlement. Ay, ganun. Ay, ano nadagdag, sir? Kasi ang definition lang niya, present obligation to transfer an economic resource as a result of past events. So, yun lang. Wala ng future settlement. Anong nadagdag, sir? Ito. Dinescribe nila yung obligation. Sabi raw, an obligation is a duty or responsibility. May ganun pala, sir? Yes, may ganun. That the entity has no practical ability to avoid. Oh, bago to ah. No practical ability to avoid. Yes, bago yan. Paano mo, sir, masasabi na yung entity has no practical ability to avoid? Una, pag meron siyang customary practice, published policies, at saka specific statements. Pangalawa, pagka yung kanyang duty is conditional. Ano, sir? Di ko magets. Ganito raw. Wala raw practical ability to avoid sa duty or obligation. Pag yung duty or obligation is anchored to a customary practice, is based on an existing published policy, is based on an existing specific statements of the company. Katulad na, mining company sila at nasa vision mission nila or corporate responsibility nila is to restore any mining property na pinagminahan nila, then there is no practical ability to avoid that. Kasi that is their customary practice. That's a specific statement and that's a published policy. Kundi no practical ability to avoid kapag conditional yung kanyang actions or terms on the future. So for example, halimbawa, meron kang existing utang through bank or financing institution, hindi ka nakakabayad, ang gagawin ng bank, kukunin yung mga property na naka-collateral or ire-require ka ni bank na upon initiation, kailangan naka-collateralize yung mga property para in the event of insolvency, masasettle yung utang. That's an example of no practical ability to avoid. Take note, that's the new definition of liability. Asset is a present economic resource, ulitin natin, with a right that has a potential to produce economic benefits. Okay? Yan yon. A present economic resource controlled by a company from past events with a right and has a potential to produce economic benefits. Liability is a present obligation to transfer economic resource arising from past events in which the obligation has no practical ability to avoid. Yan ang bagong definition ng asset at liability in the framework. So, dyan sa number 5, gaya ng nakikita nyo sa kaliwa, it is a new chapter in the conceptual framework. Kaya kailangan natin i-discuss or pag-usapan ng konti kasi merong mga welcoming development yan. Ang pagpapakilala or pag-i-introduce kay recognition and derecognition. Okay. So, ano ba meron kay recognition and derecognition? No? So, first, define niya yung recognition. Sir, anong definition? Ayun na nga. It is a process of capturing. Bakit, sir, kina-capture? For inclusion. Sir, saan ini-include? Sa statements of financial position and statements of financial performance. Take note si Conceptual Framework, hindi niya binabanggit balance sheet or comprehensive income. Ang binabanggit niya financial position, para kay comprehensive income, ang binabanggit niya financial performance. Baka lang magtaka ka. Sir, sa bagong Conceptual Framework, ano na yung General Purpose FS? Maganda tanong yan. Okay? Ang general purpose of FS ay statement of financial position, statements of financial performance, okay, and other statements. Hello? Yung cash flow at saka yung equity or capital, other statements na lang ang tawag, yes, and the related notes. Dati ano pa yan mini-mention, statement of financial position, financial performance, usage and sources of cash, and capital to the owners. Ngayon hindi na. Statement of financial position, yun daw yung mahalaga. Statement of financial performance, and yung iba na raw, considered others. Diba? Naging others na lang. Okay? O, sige, mag-ambit tayo ng bagong participant. Hi! Hello po. Okay, so yan na tayo. Recognition. Yan ang definition ng recognition natin. Okay. So, ano naman yung definition ng the recognition? Di ba? Kung may recognition, may derecognition. Ano yung definition ng derecognition? Well, derecognition is a removal. Tandaan mo lang yan. Of all. Or kung hindi all, part ng asset or liability recognized in the statement of financial position. Oh. Ganun pala yung recognition and the recognition. Yes. Take note sa recognition, meron tayong dalawang picture. Relevance. With regards to relevance, nakakaapekto sa recognition ng asset yung probability ng economic benefits. Di ba na-discuss natin kanina yung economic benefits? Di ba sabi natin, kahit low economic benefits, i-recognize. Yeah, ganun na definition ng asset at saka yung uncertainty in the existence. Lalagay natin, nakakaapekto yan sa recognition in terms of relevance. Next, in terms of, i-extend natin to. In terms of faithful representation, okay? Ang nakakaapekto naman sa kanila yung measurement. Pag sinabi kong peso sign, measurement yan measurement uncertainty. Nakakaapekto pala sa kanila yung sir. Yes. At saka yung tinatawag mo recognition. Ano yung recognition, sir? Yung mga inconsistency. Sir, anong tawag mo dun sa mga inconsistency? Accounting mismatch. Nakakaapekto yan sa sa recognition mo ng asset. At saka syempre, ang mga nakakaapekto pa is yung tinatawag mo presentation and disclosure. Allow me to use abbreviation, mnemonics para mas mapadali tayo. Okay? Ayan. So, yan Yung recognition ng asset or liability are dictated by this relevance and faithful representation attribute. So, relevance could mean low probability of economic benefits and kahit na uncertain na existence, there could be a process of capturing still. And might as well with a faithful representation. Okay. With regards naman to the recognition, sir, ano yung principle para ma-recognize yung asset at saka yung liability? Okay, ang principle, syempre, ma-recognize lang yung asset kapag wala ka ng control doon sa asset. In part or in total. Naintindihan po. Tapos, yung liability, madiderecognize siya kapag wala ka na, syempre, masaya ka rito, utang has no longer present obligation. Or yung tinatawag nating duty or responsibility to which you are not practically avoidable. Naintindihan po. Now, the recognition and recognition are also subjected to what you call cost constraint. FYI lang. So kahit gustong-gusto mo nang i-book at i-present sa FS, kailangan mo rin pa rin i-test sa cost constraint. Naintindihan? Okay. Sige, punta na tayo. Diretso.